on, everybody? Welcome back to Real Talks Podcast. And I have a very special guest today. And her and I met, I'd say a few months ago, at last year, at a 10X Stages event where her and I attended this event separately, but met there. I noticed her, like, basically her aura, her charisma, and the way she dressed. If you see this lady in person, she is amazing, which I'm going to ask about that, the branding and what caught my eye about her. And obviously, she's a fellow entrepreneur and Filipina as well. So I love that. But here she is, Ellaine Church. How are you doing?
Thank you, Jay, for welcoming me here. This is an honor and a privilege. This is my first podcast ever. And yes, this is me, Elaine Church, and it's been an amazing journey here,
Yeah,
in this American dream, and being here also with you.
loved it. Love it. Love it,
What
Elaine. And
the FedEx community like? It's really
y-
changed my life. In
yes, yes. And we're going to talk about that too,
yes.
because that's how you and I met initially. And I've been following your content and basically the movement that you are pushing through, and I love that. And I wanted to invite you on the podcast so I can help share that because it's very important. I think you inspire and can inspire many, women across the United States and even around the world. But
Wow.
also being an immigrant that started like myself, probably came from humble beginnings, and yeah, I just kind of want to highlight your experiences and basically go from there. So that being said, Ellaine, tell us about yourself, starting from when you got here from Cebu, which is a beautiful island in the Philippines, and what made you get into entrepreneurship.
Yes. So actually, when I was 7 years old,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, but I feel like I have a gift.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
7 years old, but I feel like there's something is meant for me. I'm
Yes.
mature in that age, and I see
Wow, yeah.
parents really work so hard because we're farmers. I live in no, we I grew up in a small island in Bantayan Island, Cebu. So you can
Wow.
barely see it in the map, and everything there is so simple.
Wow.
7 years old, here I am, and we are 12 siblings.
Mm,
So
wait.
12 siblings, yes. So, and I am the 10th and the third girl. So, I mean, the fourth one, I actually, the youngest one. So, I see, we are 12. I don't even know what number.
That many siblings is hard to like track.
Yeah, so, and, we are very, very poor. So, and I have to work also when I was 7 years old. I need to work in the farm,
Wow.
help my parents, if
Wow.
a big cornfield in there, hectares of cornfield.
Oh
And
my gosh.
when on my first grade, actually, because we were 12, and I don't want to be the burden to my family. I see my
Yeah.
sisters how they work so hard, and I don't want to be a burden. So what I did, I know how to make money when I was 7 years old, actually.
Wow.
So, instead of just going to school and then go home, I actually how I can make this as entrepreneurship. You
Yes.
know, so what I did, I actually selling some snacks at school. You know,
Already
yeah, yeah, I'm
at
selling
a very young age.
very young, 7 years old. So
Wow.
now I can make like a little bit. How many of special? Maybe how many dollar? Maybe like 25 cents in there in just one package of
Yeah.
biscuit. And I will sell that to my classmates. And
Wow.
from that, I don't ask money to my parents anymore. And I have to walk to school every single day. 7 years
That's
old. We don't have any bus services in there. My parents never dropped me off and from the
yeah.
home. We have to walk. And our school is how many miles away? In the farm, going to neighbor. So
Wow.
yeah, so that's how simple life in there. And that's how actually got me. And my mom have her own actually business also. She has like
Gotcha.
our house, we made it as like a slaughter
Oh
slaughter
wow. Yeah. Yeah.
farm, and we raise pigs, goats, and
Wow.
so some, if we those pigs are a little bit grown, sorry about my English, but this is
No,
what
you're great.
happened.
No, you're great, Elaine. Yeah, I love that
My mom,
humble beginning story.
my mom with chop all this, that pigs, and then we deliver that to our neighborhood, and we actually, they're gonna pay it off the next week. Okay, so we're gonna give them the meat and pay us next week. Okay,
Yeah.
that's how my mom started as being an entrepreneur. Like I just watch her. So
Wow.
like you said, your parents is your role model.
Right.
I grew up in that environment. That's how my mom makes some money, and my dad is a carpenter. So so yeah. So life is hard and simple. We don't even have any bills in there. Why? Our house
Mm.
is just built, and no insurance to pay, no car to payment, no car payment,
None of that.
anything.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
and when actually, that's how I began. My mindset is right there from
From as a
elementary
kid. Yeah.
to high school to college. I bring that. I just want to make money and being independent.
Right.
Because we are 12 siblings. I don't want to fight for attention to my parents, and
Exactly.
also a burden. So from the college, and then I was third year college actually that time, and now next year I'm gonna be in the on the job training OGT. So
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm looking for like what, where should I be? Where is my journey take me? So instead of applying for, in the Philippines, we don't really have a lot of opportunity there. Okay,
Right. Right.
a lot of competition in there because there in the Philippines, education is the only way to get out of poverty, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I studied business, not business management, but I studied the hospitality management. But I
Okay. Yeah.
always wanted to be a doctor or a nurse in the medical
Mm.
field because we always hear like if you are a nurse or a doctor or if you're gonna be working abroad, you make a lot of money.
Right.
And one of my goal that time is how I can be a help to my family, big family.
Right. Right.
I'm looking for ways. Here I am, and all of a sudden, you know what? In the Philippines, there's a lot of foreigner men going to the Philippines.
Yeah.
If you hear the word like no, like passport brothers, that I asked you
Oh
about it.
yeah. 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 You told me that. I'd never heard of that term.
Very very popular nowadays, passport brothers, and men goes to the Philippines, goes to Asia, Vietnam, Thailand, or South America to find their wives.
Right.
That time I don't even know a lot of that thing because we don't have social media in the Philippines.
Right. Right.
We don't. I don't even have TV, and I we had TV like maybe when I was maybe 10 years old. That's how old.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so so I don't even have a picture of my own self when I was a baby. So
Wow.
so like half of my life is missing. Like I don't even know what I look like when I was a young kid. So yes, and we are in that island. We are like what we don't know what's going on outside the
Yeah.
world. So but when we have a TV actually, we watch this movie, American movies, you see this glamorous Hollywood
Yeah.
and stuff like, oh my gosh, look at this America, this and that.
Yeah.
I want to be, I wish, maybe I will marry somebody like America
Yeah.
because the way, the kids, your kids will look, you know, the genetics.
Right. Right.
Yes, like that's it's just my thinking, okay? And I have this vision in my mind already, even though I don't know yet what my journey or where my journey takes me, but I have this
Yeah.
in my mind that if I'm gonna have a kid, I want it like American, or maybe I want a good-looking kid.
Yeah. Yeah. That's.
So anyway, when I was third year in college, like what job is available for me out there? Okay, so
Oh yeah.
yeah, so now I'm gonna be on the job training. So what I did is I actually joined some online dating,
Don't like dating app.
and
Yeah.
it's very popular because before a long time ago, people are just like mail order bride.
Oh yeah. I heard that. Yeah.
They exchange mails and and they
You're
get
right.
calls. Yeah, I mean it's been a long time that but I'm very innocent that I like what is going on. But here comes the internet. It's more easier now to chat with people,
Me.
connect with
Yeah.
people, and that's more on the people now got meet each other. Some people now are
Yeah.
online dating. They don't go out anymore. Online dating. But before it's not that worse. Now it's worse, right?
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? But that's that's where I met actually my husband that time. But we're not husband because that time I was third year in college and we just met. He was there in the Philippines. He visited there, and on our second date, actually second date, he asked me, "Hey, you wanna go visit America?
Wow. Yeah.
Find a job, you know?" And all I need from you is I need your passport and information so that we can start processing your visa and see if you like America. So I said,
Yeah.
okay, like America, maybe this is like, like, but I'm scared actually. Like, it's a different world out there, and I don't have any family out there.
Family.
So I was actually so scared, but I said, who knows, like, let's see if this is real, if this man is real. So, but we met there like 3 dates, but in the second date, he asked my information. So, and he offered me a job, not a wife, a job. Okay. So
So what was his job?
I don't even know, but I'm here on the job training. I said I can
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe apply out there and see, if I like it. And he told me like, since like what type of visa are we getting? Tourist visa or something. He said tourist visa it will takes a long time and maybe it's a little bit difficult because you are a student. This and that. What we can do is I'll get you a PNC visa. Within 6 months, you get approved right away.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
okay, like okay, 6 months, but when I asked some people like in a PNC visa, you have 90 days.
To get married, right?
There is actually a real show on that thing, the 90 days PNC visa.
Oh,
But
yeah. I love that. I
you should,
actually watched that.
yeah, you should watch that thing. But there's a lot of horrible story in there. But
Right.
some got lucky, some not. But
Right. Right.
so that's how Okay, so if I have 90 days to decide, if I don't like it, I will just come home and continue my
Mhm.
study and find where my journey takes me. Okay.
Right. Right.
And here I am. Now the visa came, and I'm still third year. Like, what I'm gonna do? And I'm so scared. I'm so scared to go in America by myself.
Hmm.
Actually, one of my professor told me like, "Hey, some people pay for it, to go to America. Some people,
Yeah.
if they goes to the border, you know, just to be in America. It's the land of the opportunity. Okay,
It
just
is.
get there, check it out. If you don't like it, come home. So that's the mindset she told me. But my parents actually, because my parents cannot speak English. So
Hmm.
actually, we're kind of like boyfriend that time. So before I came here to America, he goes there to visit my parents and us.
Ask for your hand. Yeah.
I'm gonna take her to America, this and that. But my parents cannot understand and speak English, so
Yeah.
they don't really understand. But my professor actually, she's the one like kind of like my second parent. So
Hmm.
yes, and then that time, like okay, like I'm kind of like the type of woman that's not scared of anything.
Hmm.
Like okay, I'll go there and see. Yeah, I
See
just
how it is.
try
Yeah.
it. The word try it, and see. So now my visa is here, and actually, wait, he got me a plane ticket, and on that, they're like, should I go? Sure, not. But it's in my mind here, like maybe not a good idea,
Mm.
Just finish your study, this and that, but actually, I back up, I don't want to go there, and
So wait, you didn't end up going the first time, or
actually delayed and
got?
now my professor told me like you're gonna be graduated soon, okay, and if you're gonna be staying in the Philippines, you're gonna compete with a lot of graduates,
Right.
and you're only gonna make her how much our monthly salary there is $300 to
Hmm.
$500. I actually survived college because I actually go to school at night and during the day I work in a fast food
Wow.
restaurant. The Jollibee, the Chowking,
Hmm.
here like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's what I do, to sustain.
You have to.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm already a hard worker girl, and independent. So here I am. Okay, I'll just take this opportunity and see. Maybe there is something out there for me. So I flew here by myself, and we met in California, Los Angeles, if
Oh
you
yeah.
because that's the first stop from Manila to LA. So
Yeah.
and then we kind of like tour around there. Like, oh my gosh, this is Hollywood.
Right. Right.
I was excited, but after that, he's from Connecticut, and 30 days later, here I am. I was culture shocked because
Yeah. I bet. Yeah.
this place is in the middle of nowhere.
In Connecticut.
It's not Hollywood. It's in the middle of nowhere, and it's so quiet. I'm not used
Hmm.
to the place that's so quiet. In the Philippines, it's because I was studying in the city. It's busy. People,
Right.
we know everybody in there.
Yeah.
We know everybody. We love to party, and we are just warm people.
Right.
Coming warm, and we always happy.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
got here like, what is wrong in this place? Like, I see
Yeah.
people, they never smile.
Right. Yeah.
Neighbors, I don't even know them.
Yeah.
Like, this is so weird. So I was culture shock. Here I am. My English is not that fluent. So my in-laws, not in-laws that time, they kind of like, when I talk, they kind of like listen to me and laughed.
Yeah.
So yes, and then I feel like this is awkward. And that time he's go to work, and then he goes at 6 o'clock in the morning and come home at 6 p.m. or 5 p.m.
Wow.
And I
Yeah.
myself in the house, like, what am I gonna do here? I'm not used to just waiting. I need a job. So actually he found me a job, so I kind of like work in a little small hotel thing and you know pay their like hourly rate $9.
Yeah.
So that's the first job, and here I am. I said, we kind of like have relationship, and building this whatever we're gonna build, so we're kind of like getting to know each other. And that time, after 30 days, I said, I want to go home. I think this is not for me.
They're not for you. Wow. Okay.
And that time, I'm not sure if he likes that, he likes it, but he talked me to that judge house, and he's told me like, we're gonna get your social security.
Mm.
We're gonna you're gonna sign this paper. We're gonna get married so that you can have a job, and then we're gonna get your health insurance. Okay, but I was 21 years old that time.
At that. Yeah.
I don't know about marriage. I don't know about responsibility. I don't know anything. What
Wow. Yeah.
build a family. But it's 21 years old. You're kind of like a baby.
Young. Yeah. You're still very, very young.
And
Like you haven't experienced a lot.
coming from the island, my mindset is study, work, and make money. How to become independent and help your family. Okay.
Hmm.
So yeah, so that was 30 days later, and 2 weeks later, I found out I was pregnant. So like, oh my god, like,
Yeah.
how am I gonna do this? So yeah, that's kind of like when I found out I was pregnant. Actually, my American dream
Went down.
down. Like,
Wow.
disappointed. I am disappointed to myself because I let down myself. I'm
Mm.
disappointed that now here I am. I'm gonna be a stay-at-home mom. How I can help my
But-
parents? I can even help
Yeah.
myself. And my
At
family.
the time. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the time that I discouraged. I this is not for me. Here I am.
Yeah.
What a damn. No, I feel like I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. So yeah, so when I was pregnant, actually, I was just stay at home. And at the same time, while I was pregnant, also I do some part time job. In the
Yeah.
small hotel, and because I need to send some money also to my family. Because that's what
Right. Right.
I left Philippines. I'm gonna
To be
find a
able
job.
to help. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you guys, okay? But because we're a farmer, but my mom don't ask me money. They
Mm.
never ask me money. My family never asked me money, but it's up to me now if I want to help them. But one thing my mom asked me, since you are now finished in college, your responsibility is your the youngest, our youngest brother, you're gonna let him finish his college. Okay?
Mm.
In the Philippines, you have a responsibility, because
Yeah.
rather help you to finish your college, you're gonna have somebody also. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's why I have to find like a job, any job here in United States. So the money, whatever I make, I save it, send it to my brother. Now he is
Wow.
a seaman, he's an electrical engineer. So
Nice.
yes, like it's it's a wild ride. Let's say it's a wild ride. And 2 years of being a stay-at-home mom, I can just I can't wait to work back, to work, So
Yeah.
what I did, I put my kid on the daycare. I work there because I don't want to be far away to my son also.
Yeah.
I have this mindset that I wanna make an income at the same time I wanna be a mom.
Yeah.
How? But how? Because you cannot juggle become a parent and here you are hunting for money, because you are not yet financially stable. Okay. Even though my husband that time, he makes good money, because in sales, working in the German
Yeah.
company, he has his own. I don't have, you know. So his money is his money. My money is my money, but I cannot work. I am not allowed to work.
Right.
And because I am responsible to take care of my son, and him and the house.
Right.
Um, that time I need to find a way, and every because I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind being having this culture shock. I feel like America is not for me because I'm different. I'm different. They laugh at my English, and what is the opportunity for me here? I have nothing to show.
Hmm.
Um, when actually I go back to the Philippines like every 6 months to just those depression,
Yeah.
from postpartum depression and from everything. So I spend time with my family there for how many months, come back here. Then when I feel sad, I feel depressed, go back in there.
Go back again.
Every time I go home to the Philippines, in Ayala Mall in Cebu or any mall in the Philippines, like how these people making money off their laptop. Because I meet some people like, and then when I add them to my Facebook, this month they're in Vietnam. The next month they goes to Thailand. The next month
Yeah.
they're in Costa Rica. Like just carrying their laptop. Like how these people afford this lifestyle?
Digital nomads,
Yes,
entrepreneurs. Yeah.
have that curiosity. Like how these people make money online or laptop, whatever it is. So when I came back here in United States while I was in the Philippines, like I've been searching now, googling work from home, make money online, laptop lifestyle, this and that, or online business. So I
Yeah.
actually look some YouTube stuff. Mostly in there, what I see in Google is home-based business, but I don't
Right.
know what type of business is that thing. And who knows which one is legal, which one's illegal.
Yeah.
Ask me skills. Do you have skills? Like I don't have skills. I'm a stay-at-home mom and doing flipping burger and nannying and doing some uh bigger teaching job because what my goal that time is doing the nanny job is flexible for me because
Hmm.
I can take my son or my kids with me at the same time
Yeah.
and still earning, even though how much it is, for us in the Philippines, and that's a huge money. Coming
Right.
from
Yeah.
making $800 per month, and when you get here, $9 per hour, $10 per hour, that's a lot of money.
Hmm.
But that time I didn't pay any bills. It's my husband, so I didn't know where how much you
Right.
can afford for that $10 per hour. Okay,
Right. Right.
so yeah, so now here I am. I've been googling and I can find something. So 2018, I search again and I found something like a webinar thing, and
Yep. Yep.
this thing like make money online. Like what is this? So that time I was so scared to click any link. I was so scared that I
Right.
want to be scammed, this and that. And before online stuff is kind of like brand new to us, and
Right. Yeah.
we're kind of scared. Heard this some horror thing. But anyway, I watched some webinar and this is interesting. But that time I wasn't prepared to be in the online space, to become an entrepreneur, or to take my life seriously. And then 2019 actually, this is where the chaotic happened. 2019, me and my husband decided to move here in Florida.
Mm.
We sold the house and everything. He sold my car. I was in the Philippines. He take care of everything here. And we agreed that, okay, since you don't want to be in Connecticut because you are complaining about the tax, this and that, and you want to be retired, why not move to Florida? Okay,
Yeah.
because I hear there's no state income tax.
Correct.
So we agreed on that. And then here it comes. I was in the Philippines. 2 weeks later, our house sold. Okay. So he called me like, hey, I sold the house and I'm gonna be there in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna tell you something.
Mm.
Um, when it was my birthday actually, 2019 August.
Wow.
And he came, like this and that, like, okay, what's the surprise? What's the surprise? Are you ready to go back to the United States? No? And he told me, no, you're not. You're gonna stay here with the kids and we're gonna be retiring here. Okay?
Mm.
So 2019, he don't tell me he quit his job and everything. His mind is set that he wants to be retired and just be in the Philippines. Like, what do you mean? Like, what about my American dream?
Yeah.
Like I cannot be here. What's the situation here?
Right.
We have a 1 year old. I mean, not even 1 year old. She's 6 months old at the time,
Yeah.
and we have 6 years old. What is the opportunity for your kids in here?
Right.
So
Yeah.
you want them to roam around in the farm, or doing fishing and farming?
Yeah.
Like that's what my dream for my kids. My kids deserve the best,
Right.
you know. So and no, you're gonna stay here and just temporarily, we're gonna have a business here. We're gonna have, if you want to have a hotel, we can build a hotel, and I will buy a poultry farm business, this and that. Okay, so okay, but I'm not sure if you're gonna like it here.
Mm-hmm.
So here he comes. He actually looked for some poultry farm business. We look some land that we're gonna buy and build. But so I said to him, that's not a good idea. The reason why I don't want to be in that island is we only have public school, right?
Mm.
And we
Yeah.
have one hospital. One hospital that can treat only basic emergency.
Right.
Basic, if you have stomach ache or fever, they can treat you. But in case of very emergency, like you're gonna have a stroke, you're
Yeah.
gonna have a heart attack, I have to bring my family, 1 hour on ferry ride,
Oh wow.
4 hours in the bus to get to the city, 4 to 5 hours.
Wow. Yeah.
Sometimes there's a hurricane, you're gonna be stuck in that island.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be dead on arrival.
Yeah.
Okay. It happens to some of my family member. And I said, I don't want that to happen to my kids.
You're right.
And one time we were in vacation there, my son have, like he threw up and then the hospital can't even figure it out. So we need to be in the city.
Yeah. Yeah.
American kids are very sensitive on this,
Right.
they're
Right. New country, different. Yeah.
so I learned my lesson and it's tough for me. So that's the reason why I don't want to. You know what? I want to go back to the United States. And here he comes, no, you will not just stay here. Okay. So what I did, because I've been working as a nanny and I built a relationship with the Korean couple that my employer. So they were doctors and they were so nice to me. So I worked there like 2 years, watching their kids
Yeah.
at the same time bringing my newborn, you know. So yes, and then I called them on my birthday. Hey, is it possible if you guys can take me back? I'm gonna work for you guys for free. Just take me. And then they
Wow.
agreed, you know. So I'm sorry.
No, you're.
Yeah,
Yeah. Share it. Yeah.
and that time, yeah, sure, we
Wow.
will love to have you back. You
Mm.
were so amazing with the kids, and we trust you here in the house. I mean, you are welcome here. Just let us know when we're gonna pick you
Yeah.
up the next 2 days. Yeah,
Wow.
27. I got here like August 31st. So yeah, and yeah, my husband that time bought me a plane ticket with the kids, and he was there in the Philippines. He let me fly with my two kids
By yourself.
by myself with no home and no car. Here I am working for free. Because
Wow. With your two kids.
yeah, because I wanna fight for my American dreams. I
Yeah.
cannot,
Yeah.
and I know for sure some parents out there will understand. Like if you have a big dreams for your family, you're gonna fight for it,
Absolutely.
especially for their future, because I grew up there in the Philippines, and that's why I look for, for opportunities.
Right, right.
Here I have my two kids. They are in the land of the opportunity. In America, they are American citizens. Why do I have to take my kids back
Back
to that
home.
island?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I, my actually my employer picked me up in the Boston airport. This and that, and my husband left there. I don't know. He stayed there for like 2 weeks. When he got back here, I was working right away. After he picked me up, I was working right away, watching for kids because I have two kids. They have two kids, and my employer at that time, she was also pregnant. So there's a new baby coming. So pretty soon I'm gonna watch five kids for free.
Yeah.
So and then it's hard because it's not my house. I cannot sleep whenever. I cannot wake up whenever I want.
Right, right.
And I tiptoe because this is not my home. I'm a slave in here. Okay.
Hmm. Yeah.
So um um for how many months my husband came back to here United States, like, where did you stay? I didn't know you're here. Like, where did you stay? Like, oh, I have a small apartment, and I'm your wife. Hey, I'm your wife. You got two kids, and how come I don't know about this?
Yeah.
You just told me you have an apartment. After we sold the house, you have a place. You should tell me because you know why? I would love to be in that apartment for just one day to relax and sleep.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? And yeah, so that time, okay, so I just let it go. I let it slide. And then one time, because it's kind of like too much after how many months, I said, you need to take us out here. You
Mm.
gotta get us an apartment. So yeah, so he got us an apartment, small apartment for now because his mindset is he wants to go back to the Philippines and retire and get or buy that poultry farm business. So actually, and also September we bought that, and then he actually processed his retirement. He had a retirement party. I don't even know. I don't even know.
That's
So
crazy. This was what year? 2019 or?
2019. So
Yeah.
that was November. He went back to the Philippines November, okay, and processed those paperwork so because he wants to buy that poultry farm business.
Yeah.
So November 2019. So December 2019, we were in the Florida here, Fort Myers, to visit his parents, this and that. But yeah, so anyway, January 5th, 2020. Okay, now he is getting ready. Let's go move everything. Okay,
Yeah.
he already his retirement party and everything. Now he's gonna go back to the Philippines again to
Yeah.
close the deal and get everything. And then once he closed the deal, we're gonna go move to the
Move.
Philippines.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So here I am by myself scrolling in my social media, looking for how I can make money from home because I need money now. I need
Right.
some opportunity because if not, I'm gonna end up going back to the Philippines.
Right. Right.
Um, yes, and then January 5th, 2020, that is the time. And actually, I was just scrolling on my Facebook after doing some Google research, YouTube stuff on how to make money. I found a post, very simple post from one of my colleagues because we came from the same university,
Mm-hmm.
added her, and she just, it's very simple post, okay? Just a big smile on her face with a laptop next to her, and she just put in there using my $625 one day payday using my Facebook with no selling involved.
Mm.
Hey, what is that thing? Because I work as a nanny before. That $625 is 1 week salary.
Yeah.
So like, what is that thing? Let me see. So I messaged her right away, and all she did is she just gave me, she sent me her website.
Yeah.
I click it, and I click. I have no choice. It's to click now. I have no choice. So I click it. I watch that webinar. Like, this is looks familiar. Sounds familiar. I feel like I watched this webinar before. So remember, 2018.
Yep.
When I went online and I end up going to that care.com because I was so scared to make a change or being a boss free
Right.
kind of. So like, this is the same thing. Like, what is this? So yeah, so finally I hit that action button, started there, watch a webinar. They did a coaching call for me, like, are you ready? Are you ready to change your life?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I am exactly. If not, I'm gonna be in the Philippines for good. So yeah, so that's how I actually started my journey. And my husband that time he was in the Philippines. I was so excited to let him know, hey, I found the best opportunity out there. Since you want to be in the Philippines, I want to be in America. So why not? Let's do this business online. We can be 6 months in the Philippines,
Mhm.
6 months here or whatever, because we can do this online.
Right.
Okay. So he ignored me. He ignored me. He ignored me. He never responds to my message. I
Wow.
met. I messaged his parents like, "Hey, what is going on with him? I mean, he has a family here.
Yeah.
He got kids there waiting for him. Like, what is going on? Like, I'm lost right now. What is this family? You
Yeah.
know?" Um, he ignored me. So March actually he came back here and like, where did you stay? Where did you stay? I don't even know you're here again.
Yeah.
Um, for me, that's kind of like betrayal, like if we're gonna build something, I need to know
You'd
what
have. Yeah.
where are we heading, because right now I'm stressed. I don't want to bring our kids in there, and I want to be financially free also,
Right. Right.
so yeah, so anyway, that's March, and that's the time, what, this marriage is not gonna work. I feel like I'm doing it by myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm doing it by myself, and clearly you have your own thing. I feel like you're still not there
Right.
to be your kids, your wife, your family, to be the priority. I understand you quit your job, but I told you before, don't quit your job until you are sure to
Hmm.
get that done and everything is settled. But you don't listen to me. So now what I'm gonna do? Now I have to decide. I have to decide what
Hmm.
is best for me and for the kids, because clearly we are not in the same page.
Right.
We are on the same page. So at that time, February, I launched my website. March, I withdraw all my savings, file a divorce.
Mm. And
That time,
this is in 2020 now, and
2020, March 2020, I'm not even making money yet in my business.
COVID started exactly the same time.
It started, during COVID, a lot of people file a divorce. For some reason, people get forced to stay home. So,
Hmm.
once that couple stay home together, sometimes they're like arguments and stuff like,
Right. Right.
oh, like this and that. Like, anyway, but he was in the Philippines at the time. I actually told him, if you're not gonna come home here, I'm gonna file a divorce.
Yeah.
No, this is your last chance. I've been giving you a lot of chances. And he ignored me. His family ignored me. Now I have no choice. So
Wow.
I know my employer because I work there for free, and can you help me to find a divorce lawyer?
Hmm.
And yeah, so I found one. She's a woman because I want to work with women, because
Yeah.
woman fight women.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so I got one, and I don't even know how to afford it because I only have $10,000 savings
Yeah.
from past jobs I made. $10,000 savings of my own, and I withdrew some of that to start a business, and the rest I withdrew it to file a divorce.
Mm.
I don't even know what is next. My account is empty.
Mm.
But anyway, March, that's how I ran the business while dealing this divorce. It took me 18 months to deal with this. And it's not an easy divorce, because my husband that time, he doesn't want to be divorced.
Gotcha. So you didn't want to sign any paperwork or anything.
So he actually, oh my gosh, it's a lot of stress actually to divorce. I mean,
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
yeah, oh my God, like there's a lot of, he wants me, he wants to shut down my website. He wants me to be in jail,
Wow.
to be deported, and a lot
That's
of stress for me now.
that's
And
crazy.
and I don't have a home here. I don't have any family to
Hmm.
talk about these problems and dealing with him. Yeah, but that time I have no choice. Like it's 9 years. I didn't go that far. And I have these big American dreams. And 9 years, what did you do? I'm working, plating burgers. I'm working babysitting job, nannying job,
That's tough.
babysitting job. That is not my dream. That's not my dream. That's not what I meant for.
Right, right.
Anyway, but
That's
so
and I appreciate you sharing that. This is Real
yeah,
Talks podcast, and you share
yeah.
everything about your experiences onto this
Like,
journey.
joined the 10X ladies and with Brad and Lena. if you are in a relationship that is not good for you, and you're trying, like, you are, I feel like I'm in a prison when I was married,
Yeah.
actually. I cannot, I cannot hang out with people. I can, when I was in Connecticut, I don't make any friends. I just at home take
Yeah.
care of the kids, and when I go out 1 hour later, he will pick me up. If I go out with my coworkers, because I work in a dinosaur park doing flipping burger, and some of my coworkers are college girls,
Hmm.
and they will invite, hey, let's hang out in a casino for, I only hang out on them once. After
Wow.
that, never hang out because he said, okay, I'm gonna pick you up because the kid is crying. Like, you're a father. Can I have my me time? You
Yeah.
know? So yeah, and I feel like I have this chain that somebody's holding me down. Like, I can't even, before I got pregnant, I said, if I don't have a degree here in United States, can I study as a nursing assistant or whatever?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I want dental hygienist also. I want something, so that I can find a nice career. And no, 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 it's so hard for you to do that thing because you gotta drive in a highway, and I don't want you to drive in a highway.
Wow. So it seemed like he was very controlling and holding you back.
Oh my gosh, the
Hmm.
first year, he doesn't let me drive.
Mm.
I don't have a car, doesn't let me drive until I have this kid, the newborn, and there's some doctor's appointment, this and that,
Right.
and he needs, somebody needs to drive that kid to
Yeah.
be the, doctor's office. So now he bought me a car, and I have to, I only get out when I take the kids to, to doctor visit,
Yep.
and sometimes, in the weekend, I take the kids to the park or whatever, but I cannot go that far. If it's a highway, I cannot cross the highway, so I'm
Mm.
only good in,
Short
something,
distances. Yeah.
yeah, distances, and that's it, so yes, I before I didn't realize that thing, that, oh man, this man is controlling, but when I filed a divorce, this is where I see the real color of this man,
Mm.
where he wants me to be deported, he wants me to
That's
be
crazy.
and I feel so bad also because he included the people who adopted me,
Hmm.
because he was so mad that time that I worked for these people, and he claimed that I didn't pay taxes. But what tax I will claim that I don't even have a job. I'm back and forth to the Philippines.
Right. Right.
He just want me to ruin me. He just want to, scare me because he just want me to sign that paperwork so that it's over.
Yeah.
It's over. But to all women out there who is having this journey of filing the divorce, this and that, sometimes you have to fight what is what you deserve.
You're right. Absolutely agree.
Cannot just sign that paperwork. This is what you want. And remember, you have these kids. You're gonna have these kids. And me, I don't have stable job. Like, how I can survive with these two kids with me. I need to know. Okay, that's why I need to have a lawyer and let the lawyer or the judge decide what I deserve and for my kids deserve. No, but he doesn't want that. He's trying to. I will give you this much, and then we're done. We're done. And how do I know if that is what I deserve?
Right.
I want to
Right.
do it legal way. So yeah, so after 18 months, he finally said, you know what, let's get this thing over and let's have a meeting, talk to lawyer. So anyway, that time I was fighting also that I want to move to the here in Florida, you know, and he doesn't allow me that time. And he kind of like trying to scare me, like, okay, this and that, like you
Right.
are not gonna be allowed by the judge because you don't have any family, so it's tough for me to fight for what I want and what I deserve and for my kids deserve,
Hmm.
clearly the only thing that is so important for him is his money, you know his money. He doesn't care the kids and myself, because if I'm depressed, it will affect the kids also, because I'm the one who's taking care of the kids.
Yeah.
So, and that's the reason, said, you know what, good thing I did this, because I cannot I cannot spend the rest of my life to
Yeah.
this man, or
And
else.
and I mean, fast forward to kind of like going through all of that stuff, it seems like that was a very difficult time of your life.
Yeah, while running a business and building a business.
Yeah, I mean, but after everything got signed and over with, did you see like now you're able to focus and like
Oh
truly
my
growing your
God.
business?
Yes. So after 18 months of fighting back and forth, you know, after all those pain, depression, and finally, I think August 2021, we finally agreed everything. I just want something peace. But, I just let my lawyer decide for me because I pay for this.
Mm-hmm.
you know. So while running the business in that 18 months, I built my empire, work 24/7 while taking care of my kids. She's 1 year old at the time.
The time, yeah.
We will sleep 3 o'clock in the morning because that time my business explode. It's global. So
Mm-hmm.
I have people in Europe, I have people in California, New Zealand, Australia, because I just made
Wow.
ads. And people will click in there and, hey, what is your business? Can I learn more?
Yeah.
And actually, that's how I'm work. I mean, I work 24/7. I
Yeah.
don't have an employee. I run ads, I do the reply and everything. I
Wow.
mentor, I coach, I do everything. I do my own content, everything.
Wow.
Digital marketing. Okay. So
Yeah, yeah.
people like, what is your business, this and that? So what I did actually is I partner with a company, high ticket product, high ticket, because I want to be high ticket product, meaning high commission,
Yeah.
so I able to survive life as a single mom right
Single
now.
mom with two kids. So you
Yeah.
are you in affiliate marketing now?
Yes, I affiliate marketing. Yes,
That is amazing.
and
Um,
also like affiliate marketing is a scam. It really depends on which company you partner with, because there's a lot out there. Maybe digital courses,
right.
maybe you know. uh, There are some affiliate marketing. They have like you're gonna partner with a clothing brand or
Right,
maybe
right,
with
right.
products, this and that. But I said, if I'm gonna partner with a clothing brand, here the thing, if I'm gonna do some fashion show in there or whatever, I'm gonna create on my business page or Facebook or in my social media. Every time people click on that link, maybe I will only make 10%,
Mhm.
5%, 20%. It depends on how the customer spent. And to make $1,000 a day, how
You need
many clothes should I sell in
right,
a
right.
day? So I found this company actually because in this company that I partner with, we're kind of like, remember that I watched the webinar.
Mhm.
So in that community, they will train you. They will
Yeah.
provide everything. So this is where I learned to run advertisement through my social media, doing this affiliate digital marketing,
You
and
you learned this all on your own?
on my own.
Guys.
Before I
Yeah.
started this business,
We
I am a stay-at-home mom,
yeah,
confidence, and I don't even know there's a live button on my Facebook. I only have 300 friends on my Facebook.
at this time, yeah.
It's
Wow.
my family and friends, and mostly they don't have money to
Yeah.
afford the product or the business. So yeah, but anyway, where are we now? So
No, yeah.
yes,
So now, Elaine, I just want to say thank you so much for sharing that amazing story so far about your journey and going through, obviously like the marriage and the wedding, being a single parent. Now you guys are listening and watching. Obviously, we're about 48 minutes into this. We barely about to dive into the business side of things, but one thing I picked up so far is that in life you're going to go through different struggles and obstacles, and I feel like most people get discouraged and they quit, but Elaine sure did not go through that. And I'm telling you guys, like that story about her going through everything is very very difficult, and compared to others people's problems, like this is like true life issues. Being here as a single parent, having two child, not getting the support, no family. Just think about this, guys. So first of all, I want to take this opportunity. So if you guys are enjoying this show so far, please like, comment, and subscribe, because now we're gonna dive deep into her story and entrepreneurship. So stay tuned. All right, Elaine. So so far, I have been touched with your story. That's why I really wanted you to be on the show and share that, because my previous podcast episodes we don't really dive deep into like the struggle part. A lot of people what we show obviously for in social media, right? We always share the success stories, the great things, but a lot of people don't know in order for you to be very successful like you are now, there's a lot of work behind the
Yeah.
scenes that people do not see. But now I'd love to, dive deeper into your entrepreneurial journey and basically from, COVID, right? Everything
Yeah.
that's in the heart of everything else, going through your personal life, and now here you are in this particular business. But before you talk about the success, let's talk about the startup phase in affiliate marketing, right?
Yes.
Tell us about that. Like obviously that's all new to you,
Hmm.
and you obviously had to learn a lot to grow your business and your empire. And so let's start there.
Yes. So in here, nowadays, we are living in a digital era, and
Mm-hmm.
now to start a business, you don't need to, build a website by yourself, do this and do that, gather everything, study a course, this. Nowadays, there are business out there that is already proven and tested. It's
Right,
blueprint, okay? All you
right,
have to do, that's why I love affiliate marketing thing because if the business already working, why not partner with them?
right. Absolutely agree. Success leaves clues, right? We talk about that all the time.
So I don't need to stress on who are the people I'm gonna hire. This all I have to do now is how to make money. So in this business, they give us a training. Everything is provided. We call it 90% done for you system because it's
Wow.
automated. We have a panel team who will build a website to our customers. We have a system who will emails to our customer to follow up. 3 o'clock in the
Nice.
morning, you will receive emails. Every people who sign up to our website automatically they will receive emails from us. Even though I'm sleeping, the system is
It's
working.
gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing I love about this is there we have a live webinar every Tuesday and Thursday. Okay. So people can hop in that. Like, remember I joined Grant because I joined one of his webinar. Okay. Same thing with us. We teach people here from different walk of life on how they become, from working 9 to 5 job, this mindset, we're gonna shape you to entrepreneur or
Wow. Yeah.
basically, franchise this, and have your own system and run. Once you have your website, now it's your job. How you gonna market yourself out
So
there?
essentially, just the marketing phase, you get to learn everything about the business. 90% done with the automations already. That's great.
Everything. And the website is built for you. We do mastermind here every weekly. Tuesday mastermind, Wednesday mastermind. So we really teach people. So we have customer here who are doctors, who are nurse, because they are in the medical field. People, they are the one who stress out in their job.
Hmm. Yeah.
Not their freedom. And during pandemic, all of my customers were in the medical field.
Wow.
How crazy it is during pandemic. And we have scientist laboratory here, engineers, accountants, every people,
Professionals, all sorts of professions are getting
yeah,
into the business itself.
because most
Um,
of people now they don't want to work 9 to 5 jobs since pandemic. When they experience to be at home, not worry about your boss, your coworker, like, oh my gosh, I like this. You know, I like this freedom. And that's the time. Remember, 2020, it was pandemic, people get fired, get laid off, no job. Here I am building a business, like am I crazy? Starting a business and people don't have the money. They lost their job.
right.
But that is the best time to start. My business grows so fast that, you
Wow.
know, I run ads global. So I don't sleep because I don't have a marketing team. I don't have people to run it for me. I did it myself.
Wow.
I have a mentor. I teach them how to run advertise, even though we have everything in the training site. Because sometimes as an immigrant, I'm a Filipino. So who are my customers? So this is where the branding. When you start a business, you should know who are you as a person,
Right.
your customers, who is your target audience, who are your niche. So it took me a while actually to figure it out who are my customers, who are my audience, because I run advertisement before. I just hit everyone, and it didn't work
Right.
because
It
you
there's
know
a saying, right?
yeah,
If you sell to everybody, you'll sell to nobody.
yeah. So
Right.
now I actually hired some, even though my bank account went negative, I just still managed to hire somebody to do the social media market, management thing, to do the content for me, and it didn't work. So I have to fire her,
Wow.
and I fired her because it didn't work. At the same time, I have nothing to pay her,
Yeah, yeah.
I cannot, you know. And one time, it actually changed my life when I hired somebody who is a lead generator, the lead generation. Um, it's so simple, because I don't know who are my target audience and who I'm speaking to. Okay, so I'm kind of like everywhere and figured
Yeah.
out the market. When I speak to her, like, you know what, there's something is missing on your branding, and there's something is missing why your business didn't work,
Mhm.
because you are this and that, and you don't really have a specific brand and audience. So how about this? We're gonna run ads and know who are your target audience. So
Mm.
I'm not really a professional person, because I work with this different job that is not, I'm not proud of it, because that's
Yeah.
not my, my career is supposed to be, but I have no choice. But who are my target audience?
Wow. Yeah.
So she gave me like a piece of paper, like an avatar. Okay, fill this up. Who are you as a person? Because if this is you, this is gonna be your target audience also, because they are the person or the people
Mm.
connect and relate to you. You know.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
now, okay, I am here, a Filipino immigrant. I'm a mom. Now I'm a single mom also, and here I am. My goal is to become financially free,
Mhm.
and how I can afford this life, as a single
Right.
mom now.
Right.
So now I have this, what is my age and what are, the gender that I want to target with. So now I fill it up. Now it makes sense. So I'm a woman. My target audience should be woman. I'm a single mom, so my audience is supposed to be, woman, or married, or single mom.
You're right.
So my what are the problems that I solve here?
Mhm.
Helping them to become financially free, financially.
Wow.
Okay. So
Yes.
now I empower women to become financially independent.
I
I've been
love it.
in the struggles. I've been in a marriage that I became dependent. And it's hard to become dependent, because become dependent to that person. And if that person is not capable for you to lead you to where the life you want, if that person is not capable to provide you financially, emotionally, spiritually, if that person is not capable to lead the family, here you are losing your mind.
Right.
So this is why I always post in my social media. For some people, I'm bragging. So, yeah, I'm bragging. I'm too badass sometimes. I'm too, this and that. But I'm just showing up. This is the reality. This is the world we're living. And
Mhm.
if you don't take action of that, if if that person is not capable of that, what you want, you have no choice.
Right.
Is be that person. So now here I am. Some people call me a badass mom. I have to wear that pants. I have to wear that pants, because if I'm not gonna wear it. Who's
I
gonna wear
mean,
it? I mean, I've been 9 years of waiting. Who's gonna wear the pants?
yeah.
So that's why, what, let me become independent instead. But I have no choice. I have no choice. But being here in this business, I don't feel that masculine, the masculinity.
Masculinity and all. Yeah.
My audience are women, immigrant, single mom. Sometimes I have customer here that are American, you know, everybody who
Yeah.
can relate to my story, which is I'm a mom, I'm a parent, I'm a woman, you know, and most of us are struggling on how to become financially independent. So that's it. Like when I knew that what is my brand, single mom boss. So that is my brand. And when I run advertisement, women only, these are the ages 5 years younger than me, 5 years
Mhm.
older than me. And what are in this age range, what are their problems? What are the challenges? How we can solve a problem, and
Wow.
how we build an empire together, how we can inspire more people out there and share our story, our journey, and how they become one of us. So that's how I grow my business. Here I am, thousands of women already connected here in this business and in our community, the online community that when I actually got added in there, we are only 30,000 members globally. And
Yeah.
now we are 200,000 members globally.
In what? In less than
For
3,
you.
4 years? That's so amazing. And then yes, you are a badass mom for what you've able to accomplish in a short amount of time. Thinking about all of the struggles, and then the previous work that you had to do in order to survive, and now here you are, you're thriving. I know you're successful because of what you show to inspire others, and yeah, I understand some people will find that as somebody that's bragging or whatnot.
Yeah,
Before my mindset changed for the bigger, I used to think that, oh yeah, no, I just work in silence
yeah,
and be successful that way. But some people, like successful people like Grant Cardone says, show what you're accomplishing, because that's going to inspire others. Don't be selfish. If you can
yeah,
share what you're doing to others, and get them to be inspired to take action and to go through that route and to take a chance on them, why not? And and for me, I know exactly, like, what you're doing, because I already understood that. And so the people that most likely hate on something like that are people that have not accomplished what you are accomplishing or what you are doing. And so, to them, they're like, yeah, it's not good. But and I know that there are going to be many women who will be very inspired with what you're doing, and that's your ideal avatar, that's your audience. And those are the women that you are helping. And for the ones that are watching this, obviously, if you sat through the first 45 minutes of our episode, you've gone through her life story, which is so amazing. And now she's in this platform where she can share her success. And I know she's successful because I see her everywhere when it comes to content creation, places that she go to. And let's just say this, that what we pay for, the events that we attend, they're not very cheap at all. So
yeah,
that means you got to spend money, where people will tell you, oh yeah, you go into 10 stages, you paid what, $5,000 for a 2-day event, or you're doing a business summit, this another $2,500, whatever. Some people will tell you, oh, that's a lot of money. But for us, because we already figured out, like, the bigger abundance mindset, that the things that we spend on to create relationship and be omnipresent and to continuously learning, right? Professional and personal growth, eventually our financial growth will come as well. And I know that's why you're heavily invested in attending all of these stuff and everything else, but sharing what you've accomplished so far. So a lot of kudos and respect to you for doing that.
yeah. Because I do believe, investing by yourself. Once you invest in yourself, you are the most valuable asset in the
Yeah,
world.
that's
Yeah.
100% correct.
And I learned that when I actually sat on that first event that I joined with Grant. You know,
Wow. Yeah.
I'm starting making money, so now I have to figure it out, like how I'm gonna multiply this money.
Hmm.
Because I just travel this and that. I just don't want to waste my money. I just want to
Right.
have a return on it. Okay, so here I am,
Absolutely.
looking for like what I can invest one day. So looking for like, but when I was in the Philippines, I know for sure real estate is the best business
Hmm.
out. And the most valuable asset in there because it never
It really
goes.
doesn't go down, and
Yeah.
and yeah.
So here I am scrolling with social media again. Oh, who is this man who got a plane? Got a plane. I never heard about Grant Cardone.
Before.
Yeah, before I never heard about him, but he always popping on my social media.
Yeah.
I don't different courses he's selling, different course, but I ignore it. But one time he ran an advertisement, beginner course to buy an apartment.
Mm.
Okay, live webinar to how to buy an apartment. Okay, so that actually like, oops, that's what I want. I want to have an apartment one day. So I click that link, and actually the live webinar will be the next week, next Saturday or this and that. So actually, I put a timer on it, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna be in that webinar because I want to learn more.
Yeah.
I actually attended after that live webinar. I actually bought right away, that course. So
Yeah.
I'm there like, okay, let's do this thing, to learn more. So I bought that thing, and that's how I actually here now in the 10x community now, heavily invested.
Yes.
So December 2021, that's where I actually started the grant. That's the
Wow.
first real estate summit.
21.
Yes. So it's August 2021, I moved here, and then I scroll up, what I'm gonna do now because I'm here, brand new, brand new place, and then I'm here in Florida. What I'm gonna do here in Florida? So
Right.
I found Grant Cardone, and he's in Miami. It's like, oh, perfect. I can just over there and attend one of this event. So actually, when I attended on the first real estate summit, oh my god, because I was work from home, so I never exposed to people that many.
Many. Yeah.
Yeah, and I show up in there. I'm not even well put together. I am so scared. Like, who are these people? And all I see, like, oh my gosh, these people are so confident. They dress up so nicely, and they know what they're doing. Like I said, I want to be like them.
Love
I want
that.
to, So I just observe people, and I met some people, and they're very nice people. Like, this is this is home. This is home.
You feel like you're in the
Yes,
right
I'm in the
room.
right place. And then, and that real estate summit thing, because I got that VIP thing, you know. So when we had lunch in there, because there's a lunch that you can ask questions, I
Right.
actually asked question to Grant, like, hey Grant, I'm a single mom. I have this much money from the, IRA thing, and what am I gonna do? Because I'm also running an online business, and now I'm start generating income. And as a single mom, I'm so terrified and so scared. Like, what if something happened to me?
Yeah.
Who's gonna take care of my kids?
Right. Right.
So that's why actually I asked him, like, and then he told me about this, the investment that, Cardon Capital, this
Right.
and that. And okay, that makes sense, that I want to have my own also. So yeah, so anyway, now I am from that real estate summit event. Now I goes to Grok conference. I go to 10x ladies. I go to that sales workshop, marketing workshop, 10x 360. Name it. I did everything. Real estate club.
Wow.
Yeah, part now of real estate club for 2 years. I just bought that last year, last March. I've been wanting to do it, the first real estate summit. But I said, like, okay, like, it's 25K, like, 25K. But actually, I spent 25K also when Bahamas Mastermind. We were in Bahamas with Grant
Wow.
and
Yeah.
everyone. So I like, sometimes I said to myself, like, am I crazy spending the 25K? Because that time when I was working as a flipping burger and doing nanny job, that is my 1 year salary.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And if I am crazy, I spend up only 3 days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And last year I spent like 45K for 2 years real estate summit. Like, who am I now? Like, I'm not
Yeah.
even scared to spend that much money
Not
anymore.
anymore. Yeah.
Like, sometimes, are you real right now? Before you have to beg for $100 to make
Wow.
that money, for a week, so that you have something to send to your younger brother. And now here you are spending 45K, $10,000, this and that. But good thing here, because I am a legit business and registered, so everything is tax right off.
Right.
It's tax right. Last year, when I filed the tax last month, $233,000 of tax write off.
Wow.
The big chunk of that is from 10x.
10x. 233K, right?
$233,000 worth of tax write off.
Right.
A real estate club. And I also bought some prepaid packages of travel,
Yeah.
5 years of travel. So now every time I go travel, it's free hotel and everything. So
That's so cool.
so now, because I work from home, and I said, I don't want to be at home. If I can't take it anywhere with me, why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, so now I have to reward myself sometimes, because being a business owner, you've been do a lot of sacrifices. I
Correct.
sacrificed my marriage, I sacrificed everything, my kids, and now it's time for me to reward myself, because every time I reward myself, I will work harder. So
Right.
that
Right.
have that lifestyle, you know. So yes, and that's the journey. And I'm so grateful I found this 10x community because on my online business, online community, we were online before. We never met
In person.
person, you know. And because we supposed to do it, but it got canceled because of COVID, you know. So the first live events that I've been surrounded with thousands of people was that real estate summit. And I
Wow.
said, this is my home. I want to be surrounded with like-minded people,
I love that.
entrepreneurs who are gold diggers. You know, I call my team gold diggers. That
Yes.
yes, you know, so I have gold diggers club, and some people like, you're a gold digger? No, it's not gold. Gold.
Gold digger.
One
Exactly.
goal
I
at a
love
time.
that.
So being a gold digger is actually, you know what you want in life, and you gonna go get it. You know, you're gonna work for it. So now here I am. I showing to people like you're. Sometimes I'm kind of like too much. You know, I some people don't like it. You know, they don't like it when you spit some facts in there, and then like you are like when you are happy all the time and successful, you do this and do that. Like people, some out there are also like, who is she? Like, is she crazy? Because you sounds like crazy, right? Even, like some people, like grant like a lot of haters, because they misunderstood you.
Hmm.
They have no idea why you are built like that, because
Right.
you're
Right.
there, and now you're sharing and how we can help you here, so that's it, being in the as a business owner, it's a lot of work, but I rather sacrifice my 5 years of my life here, invest in myself. I don't care if I'm got my bank account went negative, but as soon as I got all this knowledge and now I'm confident, I have this and that, I have network. Now what is the next?
Didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want to make mistakes. Like Grant said, we can save you 10 years, 15 years of your life. If you do it by yourself and you don't have a mentor or coach, you are alone. And being alone in a business, when you get a roadblocks, it's easy for you to give up. That's
Exactly.
why a lot of people, if you do the, how many percentage only on in the successful people, it's not a lot.
No.
It's not a lot, right?
Not at all. Yeah.
Because people, they are so scared. I deal with thousands of people here, women, especially because I run ads and I got so many people click my website. The only, they don't even see the business yet. Their mindset is already closed.
Hmm.
Are you a scam? Are you scamming me? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not scamming you. Like, I'm trying to help you.
Right.
I see this opportunity and it helps me. It changed my life. It was a game changer. And take a look. Maybe it could be a game changer for you, because I know you're struggling. I know you're living paycheck to paycheck. You are in a bad, toxic relationship right now. You need to find a way how to get out there. Like I said, sometimes you only have one life. Don't waste it. Don't waste it
A
because
100%.
every minute here is so important. We only have one shot, and that's how I actually realized, when I hit 30 years old, like, if I'm just gonna keep doing this in this same marriage, dealing with this problem, and I'm not gonna take action on my dreams, chasing it, I don't know when it's gonna happen.
Right. Right. But you obviously your mindset has always been big. I feel like even from the story that you're telling me,
Yeah,
you're somebody that has a big goals already, but you just didn't have the opportunity yet. You haven't found that niche
yeah,
in order to help you get there. But now, obviously from one post that you stated, like from my old colleague, and then while you were going through all of these things in life, the struggles and all of that drama, and then here you are. And to me, 4 years, less than 5 years, is a short amount of time to see that much growth that you have. And the
yes,
fact of the matter is, Ellaine, you were able to overcome all of those, and now you here you are. You are financially independent. You're able to not rely on any other people, other men, but yourself to take care of you and your two beautiful kids. And I mean, obviously, you're gonna keep on growing and continue to building empires. And the reason, what I see is that you took action, you took the risk, in order for you to get there. You put in the work, and now you're able to spend, money here, going to GrowthCon, with a diamond ticket, guys. It's not very cheap at
The
all.
real estate club itself,
Real
like,
estate club, yeah, it's 25,000 a year, I believe.
yeah, I
Um,
bought 2 years, so that is like
yeah,
batch of my
100%. Yeah, I was thinking too, like, should I do the real estate club with Grant? But since I'm already inside the 10x ecosystem, I already knew a lot of people from the
yes,
program. So I ended up joining Manny Koshpin, this other billionaire. You probably see him on YouTube with all his like super cars, Bugattis, worth $1 million for a car. So I said, you know what, I want to pick his brain. I want to learn through him, and so I ended up joining his commercial
and
real estate student
yes,
program.
out
Yeah,
there.
$25,000. People thought me like, dude, that 6 months you got to pay 25,000 to learn. You could just YouTube and Google that. You can probably get some free training or whatever from Google, but if you want to be serious, you
Yeah,
got to pay the right people,
the
and,
right
and
people, the right information.
right. And I understood that. And yeah, I mean, you have to listen to the right people. One thing I learned is that I don't truly listen to people who gives me advice that have not achieved where I want to go. So I always go against what they advise. From in the past, people are telling me, "Hey Jay, don't buy this house. It's not gonna grow, and you're not gonna build, equity from that." And I'm like, dude, why are you telling me this? Like,
Yeah,
you're not heavily invested in real estate or whatever. So
yeah,
yeah, I go against other bad advice, and I made money through that. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars later. And if I was to listen to the wrong people, I'd still probably be broke. And and yeah, the reason why I gravitate towards you a lot is one, I share the immigrant story, coming from humble beginnings and everything else, and having to earn everything that you earned today, right? So we have a lot of similarities when it comes to that, Ellaine. And so I just want to use this time to say thank you, and for sharing your amazing stories and truly being real. And I hope that our women, our ladies who are watching this particular episode, uh, can be inspired from what she's done. And for any of the women who would love to learn more about your business and potentially get mentored and coached by you, how can they find you other than Facebook or Instagram? Like, I know you have a website. Can you share it with us?
yes. So just go learn more there to my website, elainedigital.com, and we will help you and guide you on how you can get started today from working 9 to 5 job. How we're gonna shift you there to become an entrepreneur, so you can take control of your life, your finances, and live a life that you deserve. Because
Oh
this is why
wow.
I always tell to people. 9 to 5 job, you are stuck in there and wait there until you're 65 years old. You are missing out of life.
Yes.
Get out in there on that system and become whoever you want. You just
Right.
need to find that right opportunity, the right company, or the right product, or maybe, who knows, learn as much as you can, the skills, and then grow from there. And then now, once you're growing, you make money, you are infinite, you are limitless. So,
Wow.
yes, thank you so much, Jay, for having me
So
here today.
amazing, Ellaine. I mean, again, guys, just quick summary. Ellaine moved here by herself with no family as a young woman from the Philippines. Uh, Trusted, his or her ex husband, but unfortunately didn't go through. Uh, Her fairy tale story. Now she's left with two, kids to tend on herself. She did a nanny job. She worked flipping burgers, working at fast food, to building an empire to where she's at today. That is so magnificent. That is so inspiring. So if you are interested to learn more about Ellaine and her specific business, definitely go and find her. And I'm gonna tag you, Ellaine, as well on as we launch this podcast and in the short form contents. But yeah, thank you for taking the time out of your very busy schedule. I
Thank you.
know you're going to impact a lot more women, a lot more people, not only in the United States, but globally, as
For
you
global.
stated.
Yeah, we're
So,
gonna plan this June to celebrate.
wow, Japan?
Yes. Last year we
So
were in
cool.
Las Vegas and then Canada, Calgary. This year in June we're gonna go to Japan and we're gonna meet a lot of our business partner who are online, and then by November we're gonna go to Cancun and meet
Ooh,
again. So
that's
I
so
mean,
cool.
we want that interaction, the personal, meet people, because once it's different, just like remember when I went to Grant Cardone's event thing, like I feel the frequency, the energy
Yes,
and the hype, it's different,
different
so
in person.
yeah, and then you're gonna feel it, and then you're gonna be more inspired, motivated, and after that event, you're gonna be a different person. It's
Correct.
really a big impact for you. So
Absolutely.
yeah, that's why I always go to events. I always go to travel, meet other people out there,
Yes.
learn the culture, learn their language if I can, you know.
Yep.
But just be out there. I call myself like I'm kind of like how am I gonna call myself? They like no, I'm just roaming around. Let's see where the wind take me, But
Yeah,
for
I
the
love that.
United States, because it's the land of the opportunity, but I don't know where the journey takes me. But like I said, I want to be in the online space because I don't want to be stuck in one country. I want to
Nice.
take my work with me and business anywhere I go so that I can manage it through my phone or laptop
Yeah.
and build an empire. At the same time, every country
So
I go
cool.
now, I have people, hey, let's go meet here.
Right.
Hey, are you going to come here in Calgary or are you going to be here in Las Vegas? You have people now at the top
Exactly.
of your fingers right here. It's global,
Right.
So that's amazing nowadays. We are now living in a digital era that the opportunity out there is endless.
Endless.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There you guys have it. I know this was very impactful for me to hear her success story. It's definitely inspired me to keep on going, guys, and I know it should be the same for you. So, if you again love this episode as much as I did, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I will tag Ellaine Church onto her other social media feeds. But you guys heard it. Go to her website and learn how you can do business with her. Other than that, guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.